To grow life where nothing survives, we must first establish a foothold in the most unforgiving terrain on Earth. The permafrost here is harder than concrete. Conventional tools are useless. We need industrial-grade ice augers. Torque is applied. The friction generates just enough heat to cut, but the cold instantly fights back. Precision is key. We create a void deep enough to anchor our structure against 100-mile-an-hour winds. Stainless steel pillars, resistant to extreme thermal contraction, form the skeleton of our foundation. We use a specialized, quick-setting concrete mix, chemically formulated to cure exothermically, even in sub-zero temperatures. In a shifting landscape, perfect alignment is critical. Laser measurement ensures the geodome will sit flat. Anchor bolts are torqued to spec. This connects the superstructure to the deep earth foundation. The geodesic design distributes stress evenly. We begin assembling the aluminum alloy struts. Each node connects 6 struts. The locking mechanism is designed to withstand thermal fluctuation without loosening. The skeleton stands complete, a perfect sphere of triangles, capable of shedding heavy snow loads. We use triple-wall polycarbonate for glazing. It traps heat while letting the full light spectrum pass through. Installation begins from the bottom up. Each triangular panel must sit perfectly in the channel to ensure an airtight seal. Self-tapping screws with neoprene washers lock the panels down, compressing the gaskets. We apply a cold-resistant silicone sealant to every seam. There is no room for heat loss here. An airlock vestibule is essential. It prevents the sub-zero wind from rushing in every time we enter. Before we proceed, we pressurize the interior slightly to check for leaks. The gauge must hold steady. Now sealed, we clear the remaining snow from the foundation. The transformation from icebox to greenhouse begins. Reflective thermal insulation is laid down. This directs heat back up into the room and prevents the permafrost below from melting. Hydronic heating pipes are looped across the floor. This system will maintain a constant root zone temperature. The loop connects to a biomass boiler, efficient and fueled by compressed wood pellets. Ignition. Environmental sensors are mounted. They will monitor temperature and humidity 24/7. Natural light isn't enough in the Arctic winter. We install full-spectrum LED grow lights. Waterproof cabling connects the array. Safety is paramount in a high-humidity environment. The hydroponic reservoir. This large-capacity tank will hold the nutrient solution for the entire crop. A high-flow submersible pump goes to the bottom. It's the heart of the circulation system. We modify the lid to accept the return lines and power cords, keeping the solution dark to prevent algae. Assembly of the nutrient film technique, channels using food-grade PVC. PVC cement bonds the joints permanently, preventing leaks in the pressurized parts of the manifold. We secure the channels to the frame. They need to be rigid. Holes are cut at precise intervals for the net pot. Gravity does the work in NFT. A 2% slope ensures the nutrient film flows at the correct speed. We fill the reservoir with reverse osmosis water, pure, with 0 ppm, a blank canvas for our nutrients. Nutrients come in 2 parts to prevent precipitation. Part A goes in first, calcium and nitrates. After mixing A thoroughly, we add Part B, phosphates and sulfates. Combining them raw would cause lockout. The pH must be perfect for nutrient uptake. We aim for a slight acidity. It's too high. A few drops of phosphoric acid bring it down to the sweet spot of 6.0. Total dissolved solids check. We need to confirm the nutrient strength is appropriate for seedlings. Pump on. The lifeblood of the farm begins to circulate. A visual inspection of every joint. Even a pinhole leak can drain the system overnight. We start the seeds in rock wool, spun volcanic rock. It must be soaked in pH-balanced water first. The soaked cubes are arranged in a nursery tray. This will be their home for the first 2 weeks. Super hot chili seeds. Bred for potency, they are precious genetic cargo. We handle them with tweezers to avoid contaminating them with oils from our skin. Into the medium. Not too deep, just enough to be embraced by the moist fibers. Repetition ensures a full crop. Each cube holds a potential plant. A dusting vermiculite covers the whole. It maintains humidity around the seed while blocking light. A gentle mist settles the vermiculite and ensures surface moisture. The humidity dome creates a mini greenhouse effect, trapping heat and moisture essential for germination. We place them under specialized T5 LED bars. The purple spectrum encourages early root development. Inside a tropical 25 degrees Celsius. Outside a lethal -30. The insulation works. In the warmth, the biological clock triggers. The seed coat cracks. The loop uncoils. The first sign of green pushes through the vermiculite. The cotyledons, seed leaves, spread open to catch the artificial sun. Photosynthesis begins. Once established, the dome comes off. They need air circulation to strengthen their stems. We watch for the signal, white roots poking through the bottom of the rock wool. They are ready for the system. We gently lift the chosen ones. Only the strongest make it to the production line. The block goes into a net pot. This open mesh basket allows roots to explode outwards. We backfill with clay pebbles. They support the stem and block light from reaching the nutrient solution. The plant graduates to the main NFT channel. Its roots will now have constant access to food. Beneath the surface, the water film kisses the bottom of the pot, wicking up moisture. Lights are lowered to 30 centimeters, close enough to power growth, far enough to prevent burning. We mimic a long summer day. 16 hours of intense light, 8 hours of rest. Oscillating fans stir the air. This stress triggers the plants to build thicker, sturdier stems. The true leaves emerge, displaying the characteristic shape of the species. The engine is revving up. We boost the reservoir with a kelp-based root stimulant. More roots mean more fruits. Water temperature is crucial. 20 degrees Celsius holds maximum dissolved oxygen. The seed leaves have done their job. We remove them to improve airflow at the base. The stem begins to toughen, turning purple and woody. This is the plant armoring itself. Chili plants get heavy. We install vertical support strings from the frame overhead. Plant clips secure the main stalk to the line, guiding it upwards. Healthy, waxy leaves. The veins are swollen with nutrients. Automated misting maintains 60% relative humidity, perfect for transpiration. Vigilance is constant. We inspect the undersides of leaves where pests like to hide. Microscopic inspection ensures no mites have breached the perimeter. The plant forks. The first Y split marks the transition from vegetative to flowering stage. Sacrifice is necessary. We pinch off this first crown bud to force the plant to grow larger before fruiting. Now we ramp up the food. 1,200 parts per million. The plant is hungry. The base expands, becoming a sturdy trunk capable of supporting pounds of peppers. Inside the dark channel, the roots have become a massive white river, drinking greedily. We clear the lower branches. This lollipopping directs all energy to the canopy. New buds form, this time in clusters. The canopy is ready to explode. The first blossom opens, stark white against the deep green. Inside, the yellow anthers are laden with pollen. The cycle of reproduction begins. In the sterile silence of the Arctic, we mimic nature's pollinators. An electric wand provides the precise vibration needed to release the pollen, a microscopic shower of gold. This crucial dust marks the beginning of fruit set. We repeat this delicate process for every single cluster, ensuring a bountiful harvest despite the isolation. Once the job is done, the petals have served their purpose. They wither and fall, clearing the stage for the next phase. The ovary swells, transforming from a flower base into a tiny embryonic pepper. Life takes hold. Day by day, fueled by the hydroponic nutrients, the fruit elongates, defining its spicy destiny. To support this rapid fruit development, we increase the potassium levels in the nutrient solution. Outside, the Arctic reminds us of its power. A blizzard intensifies, demanding a check on our thermal systems. Gale force winds shatter the frame, but the structure holds. Our tropical oasis remains secure. The storm passes, and the peppers reach their maximum size. Their skin is taut, glossy, and deep green. Maturation begins with a subtle signal. A faint streak of orange breaks the green uniformity. Like a slow-burning fire, the color spreads. Orange deepens into a vibrant, fiery red. Soon, the entire greenhouse is ablaze with color, a stark contrast to the monochrome white world outside. The moment of harvest arrives. A sharp pair of shears makes the first claim. Fresh sap beads at the cut, a sign of the plant's hydration and vitality. Fire in the palm of a hand, set against the ice just beyond the glass. A powerful juxtaposition. We continue the harvest, gathering the fruits of our labor one by one. Placed into a simple bamboo basket, they bring a touch of traditional warmth to this high-tech facility. Every gram counts. We document the yield meticulously. A quick rinse in cold, purified water removes any dust, though they are already pristine. Each pepper is carefully dried by hand to prepare for processing. Cutting it open reveals the potent heart, the white pith and seeds where the heat resides. Microscopic droplets of capsaicin oil spray into the air, invisible fire. We slice the peppers thin to ensure even drying and preservation. To preserve the color and flavor without heat damage, we use freeze-drying technology. The vacuum chamber seals. Cold and pressure will remove the moisture through sublimation. Hours later, the chilies emerge completely dry, but retaining their vibrant red hue. We transform the crisp slices into a fine, potent powder. The result is a silky, fiery dust, ready to warm the coldest nights. Packed into glass to preserve its intensity. A simple label for a unique product: Arctic Chili. The remaining fresh harvest is destined for a hot sauce, blending heat with flavor. Garlic, vinegar, and sugar join the chilies, a classic trinity for preservation and taste. The rhythmic sound of chopping fills the room. Chilies and garlic meet in the blender to form the fiery base. High-speed blades transform solids into a vibrant red paste. The raw mash is transferred to a pot for cooking. Heat melds the flavors together. The sauce begins to bubble gently. A potent, spicy steam rises, fogging the view with its intensity. Sugar balances the heat. Vinegar preserves the life. The alchemy is complete. The heat is cut. We let nature cool the concoction before bottling. Decanted into sterilized glass, a vessel for the Arctic fire. A cork seal ensures the flavors mature within. A piece of rope adds a handmade finish to our industrial achievement. The finished product is placed by the window, a testament to what's possible. As if on cue, the sky awakens. The aurora borealis begins its dance. Green light filters through the red sauce, cosmic energy meeting earthly fire. We step out to feel the true contrast, the sanctuary left behind. Instantly, breath turns to ice fog. The temperature drops 50 degrees. A raw chili in hand, a defiance of the cold. The crunch echoes, fresh, crisp, and alive. The heat hits instantly. A rush of blood, a flush of warmth spreading through the body. Sub-zero temperatures, yet a bead of sweat forms. The power of capsaicin. Looking back, the greenhouse glows like an ember in the ash. Snow settles on the dome, melting on contact with the warmth. We pull back to see the scale of this endeavor. A radiant gem in a sea of darkness. The LED spill paints the surrounding snow in surreal hues. Inside, the rhythm of life continues, undisturbed by the freeze. The heart of the system beats on. Water and nutrients flow. Parameters are optimal. The bubble of life is secure. And already, the next generation begins. A new bloom opens. Here, in the harshest place on Earth, the cycle of heat and life is eternal. We leave the fire burning, surrounded by the eternal ice.